Hello. Today we learn string in C programming. In this session, what topics we'll cover? I will explain that. How to use string in C programming and how to manipulate the string. Manipulate in C programming using C library function and custom function. So both we'll learn in this session. And also we'll learn some default function, library function gets, puts, strcpy, strstring, compare, and also strlen. After that, we'll give some example how string function will work. Okay, let's start with example. Before start string in C programming, we should know that C language have not any string type of data. So we have different type of data in C programming like integer, float, double, long int, and char. C is a character type. But we have not any data type string. So then how we will manipulate that string and how we'll access, how we'll get the string, how we'll how we'll print that string. That we learn in this C programming class. Let's start with example. In C programming, first, if we declare string string a, then it will throw an compile error as we have not any data type string. So then how we'll declare string? We have character data type. We have character data type, char, char type data. This we have. So if we declare any character A variable we declare, that time what happened? We can collect only single character. You know, in our beginning, we discussed regarding variable capacity. So that time we told that character have only 1 byte capacity. So in according to that, we can store only one character. So A is a variable, that data type is character, that is okay, but you can store only one character. How you will store that? Enter any comma ampersand, similar like integer, just like integer. And we can print also that character, printf %c, and then variable name. First formatting character, then our variable name. Within quotes, we will put formatting character, and before and after whatever string we can write that. Now I can run this program. See, sorry, we declare the variable name is A, but here I mentioned C. That's why it's throwing an error. Now you can see that you can press any character and print that character. A and D. You have character two type, but only store only first character. Again, I am run this program. I am pressing only R and enter. That R character is printed here. So only one character you can collect through character variable. But in our daily life, single character not mean anything. We have some function. We need some function that we can collect some string. That means your name, any type of name, any type of address, any type of sentence we can collect. So for that, we'll declare a character array instead of variable single character variable. We'll declare character array. In this concept, when we declare any character array, that time we can store multiple character in this array. So when we print or collect any multiple character together, that is string or sentence, whatever you can say. or word, sentence, or string. String means combined of both word and sentence both. So in that way you can collect. So suppose I am declaring as name and entering the 20 pockets array I have declared. Now here I am entering any name like this, and now I am entering, instead of C I'll push H. So we declare as a array, character array, and we treat as this is a string. So for that we are passing here S. Instead of A, we'll pass the name, name. And here also we pass name. For printing that, we can put S here. Then you can collect the string and print that string. One thing you may remember that I told array name return the first pocket memory address. Array name return the first pocket memory address. So in that way, we can ignore this ampersand. If we pass the ampersand, then it will not create any problem. But this is not necessary, as array name already return an address. So here we are not referring any ampersand, just scanf enum and print enum. Now I am run this program. Here is printing that enter any name. You can put that. Here you are writing that Rajorsi and print. The name is printed here. So in this way, you can collect the name and print that name in string variable. Hope this is clear to everybody. Now, one more things I want to explain here. That is, okay, what is the problem in this program? That I will show first, then I will explain. I'm running this program again. I'm entering the name Sumit Das, first name and second name. But here you see that only first name is printed here. Whenever you press any space or any special character, non-visible character, that will not enter here. After that character, it's not printed here. So in this way, we are not getting entire name. Entire name. Whenever we are pressing enter, the print is only first name. That means first word is printed. If you run multiple characters, suppose here instead of name, if you enter any big name or say Sumit is a good boy. If you enter there, only first word will be paint. Rest of the character will not paint here. So for fixing that, we have a formatting character. We have some formatting, special type of formatting character that we should use in scanf method. What we'll use? We'll use here like control sign. Everybody know that control sign and slash in. Okay. Now you can run this program. Sorry. We put square bracket. First you should enter here. Now we can run this program. Now if you write that name Arun Kumar. Now it's print Arun Kumar. So whatever sentence you left, you can print that. So this is one tip for scanf method. You can collect multiple word. Multiple word you can collect through this scanf method. But this is really difficult to use all times because it's lengthy process. So that we'll use some library function in this program. Right? Instead of scanf this method, so we will use gets enum. This is very simple with a get string. Gets pull from get string from user. Gets means get string from user. And here we pass the only array name, character array name. Not we will not mention any formatting character. As this is generic, this method specific for string value, not for any other type. But in case of scanf is a generic method. What type of format you are using, that type of data you will collect. But here we are not need mention the any formatting character. Why? Because this is specific. This method only for string value collect. This method used for collect string value, string data. Similar type, instead of printf, you can use puts nm. Okay. When you run this method on this program, just a minute, that's showing on error. This is not necessary, but here it's showing exception. I'm removing this line and removing this line. Gets name and puts name. Oh, sorry. Some is a good guy. Yeah, throwing some exception. I think this is declared here. Some exception. This is not actual compiler. For this is online compiler, it's throwing error. If I copy this program from here and run code block, that's compiler I have downloaded. I told that last class. Just wait 1 minute, it will load. Okay. In code block I have loaded, and here I should get one. I think there have several test program. I can use any of these. Right. I can remove all and paste here. If you run this program now here, you will not get any error. This compiled running perfectly. So whatever sentence, whatever name, whatever text you want to write, you can write here. This is very simple. This is good compiler. I can use. I am always using this for training purpose. Okay. So inputs method have not any option for prefix or suffix, any additional text. You cannot add that. So in that case, you should print in this way. Printf. Your name is like this. You can run this program. Just put semicolon. Karmakar. Vimal Karmakar will put here. Okay. I think both function you understood. Gets and puts. Okay. We'll learn another library method. 3 library method we'll learn. Suppose we have 2 variables. One is name, another is say t. This is also 20. Let's 20. Now, suppose you declare any integer data in a comma b, and you collect some value in a, and you want to copy a value to b, then you will use b equal to a. Then a value will copy from a value will copy to b variable, right? But in our case, in our string, will not copy. So when you use string character array, then it will not copy. So if I use write in this way, t equal to nm, then nm will not store to t. nm will not copy to t. If you run this program and here you print the t, then it will throw exception. It will throw exception, throw error that you can't assign any array equal to array. You can't assign that. One things you can do, you can write one loop like integer or integer float double. You can write one loop. That's the nm loop. Nm data will copy to n2 a t variable. You can write that. In that way you can do. How you will do that? I am typing that example also. Int I. Okay. Here I will copy that program. How I will copy that? Suppose I will write for I equal to 0 to I less than 20 and I plus plus. But if we write this loop, then this loop will execute 20 times. How many times? This loop will iterate 20 times. As here I pass I equal to 0 and I less than 20. Maybe we have not 20 character. We have declared 20 pockets array, but maybe we have entered only 10 characters or 15 characters or 5 characters. So that time it will, so in rest of this pocket, when we enter 5 character name or 10 character name, then rest of this pocket have some garbage data, garbage value. So that data will also copy. So T2 nm to T. So we don't want that. We want only valid character, what we have entered. Okay. In that case, we should know whenever we entering any name, either get or scanf, whatever. Whenever we entering any name through keyboard, that time we press enter. That means return key will enter. So in that time, in our array, in our character array, will store in int pocket. Suppose you have 20 pockets array, you entering name as 8 character. Then 9 pocket, 8 pocket, array start from 0 pocket. So if it's 8 character name, then last pocket is 7 and 8 pockets fill with enter key like this value. It will put null character like this character will fill up. This character. So in whenever you pressing enter, that time this value will enter the end pocket where your string is ended. Okay, you remember that this value will enter. So in that way, we can here enter that instead of I less than 20, name I equal to will say not equal to 0, null. So how many times loop will iterate? Starting from 0 and name I not equals to null. When null will enter, when we press the enter. When we entering the data in gets method, when press the enter, that time null character will be enter, put in our last pocket. That means where string is ended. That value will be null. So in that way, we'll using this. And here we'll use ti and use nmi. Everybody remember the array? Everybody know the array? So I don't explain more than this because everybody know that what is the meaning of square bracket t square bracket I nm square bracket I. And here I'm printing t. Now I'll run this program again. What happened? Now entering Rajarshi. Your name is Rajarshi. You have copied this num, and if you noticed very closely, then you can see that some garbage character also printed here. Okay, you can see that some garbage character printed here. After I, 3 character, and here also some garbage character also have some character, but these 3 character is visible. Rest of the character are not visible, maybe, but some character. Why it's printing? Because when you collect any string through gets method or scanf method, then last pocket value is null. That is system defined. That is the function of this gets method. But when you are fill up t variable from name variable using loop. That time no one entering the null character after in pocket of that null character in t. So then it will not identify how much data we should print, how much pocket value we should print. So for that we should also do one thing here, ti equal to null. Now if you run this, thus then it will be Sumitar. Exactly same value will be printed here. Okay, that we have entered. Forcefully we have to add the null character here. I hope this is clear to everybody. So here, so copy the data from nm variable to t variable. That means nm array, nm string to t string. We have write this much of code, but we have some system function. Instead of this process, instead of writing this code, we can use some method. I am closing this program. We'll use strcpy, then the word t comma nm. Okay, just simple this method will call, and this method will execute this task. Susmita. Here is also print Susmita. Clear? Same things. strcpy method doing the same task what we write here. So if you have some time, or if you try to write any code, then you can write this way. Otherwise, you can use the library method. Okay. I hope this is clear to everybody. Okay. Now I'll run another method. Second method is strlen. strlen. Second method is strlen. Okay. Suppose I'm deleting. I'll not delete this. I'm deleting this method. Right? I don't need to copy any variable. I want one thing that after entering the name, I want to calculate how many character in this name. I need how many character in this length. One thing we can do using loop. Another thing is we can use library method. First, we'll use iterate. That means loop. We'll use loop. What? How you'll calculate? I'll put here. Okay, I'll not do anything. I'll not write any code within the loop. Just I'll iterate this loop, and whatever the I value, when the loop will be end, when I reach the null value. I reach the null value. So in array we have character, and end pocket have null character. So when I reach the null character, then loop will be end. And if we print that value, instead of print this, if we print that value, %d and I, I'm running this program. Suppose I'm running here. As you see, this is printing 8 character. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 character. What will I print here? I. I have print only I character. When I reach, I will reach, this loop will iterate still null. And null pocket value is 8. Where array start from 0. So this value is returning the length of the string. So this way we can calculate the length of the string. We can use this also. If loop have not any statement, that time we can use the semicolon after the loop. This means in this loop have not any statement. That time we can use this semicolon. This is also one tip. Now I can run my 7 character. Okay. Similar way, instead of using this loop, we can use library method. What I'll do, I can do I equal to strlen and nm. Now I'm running this program. This is also give the same output, showing the name 8 character. So strlen is used for calculate the length of the string. Whatever string you have entered, that will return the strlen. This is also printed here. 1, 2, 3, 4, space bar is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 character is printed here. Okay. So strlen is calculating the length of the string. Okay. I hope this is also clear. Next method, I'll use compare. If we want to compare two string, suppose you have two string variable nm and another variable is ar. This is also 20 or whatever. Enter any name and you are collecting another name. ar. Okay. Now you want to compare both string name and ar. So after collecting both name, you want to print that both are same or both are not same. Okay. One things you can do using loop, you can try that. How you will implement that? You can try that. This is also simple. Just loop one, write one loop, and within that you can compare one after another. An array, one pocket. First nm0 and ar0. Send nm1, then ar1. In this way you can compare. But we have another simple method, that is strcmp, and you can pass to name ar. And in I, you can store that value. So if I value is 0, then both string are equal. Let's pin that I value. strcmp return one integer value. This method have two parameter, two string parameter, two character array will pass, and it will return one integer value. Method return type is integer, but strlen also return integer value, but strcpy will not return any method value, that is void method. Similar strlen, strcpy have also strcmp also integer method, return integer value. So when we pass the same string value, same string in both array, both string variable, then it will return 0. Let's try. Here I found ABC. Here also ABC. That both are same string. That's why it's written 0. Okay. Again, I'm running this program. ABC and BAC, right? -1. That means first string is small, lower than second string. It's calculated based on the alphabetically order, alphabet value, alphabet ASCII value. Each string value, each character have one ASCII. And based on that, it's calculated. Age lower than B. Both first, this compare is first comparison. How it will compare? First compare first letter, then compare second letter. If first letter is different, then it will return that no. Based on that, it will return A is smaller than B, so it's written -1. Okay, but if both are same, then it will compare second. If second also same, then third. Okay, if you send the different length, then also it will calculate. If we check that, what happened? A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Here also pin the -1. And here also this pocket is garbage data, that is null data. First, after e have one null, after g have null. So when f is compared to null, null ASCII value is 0, so then f is bigger than 0, so this pin -1. Similarly, if we just print the reverse, if I type the reverse things, a b c d and a b c d e f, these are also print -1. Okay, clear? So we can compare using them. So now we can take decision in this way, that if we enter x, y, z and a, b, c, then it return 1. So if first string is higher than second string, that means ASCII value, all character ASCII value, then it will return 1, otherwise return -1 or 0. 0 means both string are equal, -1 means second string is bigger, first string is smaller, and +1 means first string is bigger, second string is smaller but lower, whatever. So in that way you can compare. So now we can put some logic here also. If we put I equal 0, then we can say printf both are same. And secondly, we can write both are not same. So like this. Okay, you can run this. Both are same. Okay, both are Susmita. So it's written 0 and your message is printed, both are not same. Okay. This method also case sensitive. This method also case sensitive. That means if you enter small name and one is capital, then also it will not same. I'm running this program again. And second one I write it capital, then it will both are not same, as this is case sensitive. Okay, both are not same case. As you know that all character have different ASCII values. Small letter have one ASCII value, capital letter have another ASCII value. When you enter A, that ASCII value is 97. When you write capital A, that ASCII value is 65. Okay, so this way this will be the different. Using ASCII value, you can write different type of method also. You can write different type of method. You can practice that. You can practice that. So whenever anyone using any, just I'm giving one simple small example. You can practice varieties type example. You can practice that. For suppose I'm writing for I equal to 0 to I less than nm I not equal to null, not equal to null, I plus plus, say minus 32. So capital and small letter ASCII value difference is 32. Okay. And you print, I told earlier that this value we should put null character here, and now I'll print a percentage, or I can put puts here also. Okay, now I am entering name, say Rajarsi. What happened? No, I'll collect only one name, not two names. I equal to 0, I that equal null, I plus plus, I minus 32, and it will value then print RR. Okay, I will run this program. Oh, sorry, this value will be not equal to null. Rajesh will be printed in capital. We have entered Rajesh as a small letter, but here it's printed in capital letter. Okay, so using this mechanism, you can do capital to small, small to capital. Everything you can do that. Okay, you can try. Now, another things we also discuss. This is last point we will discuss. That how we'll pass string in our function. Suppose in this function, I want to this method. Instead of here, I want to pass here. Same things I can pass here. Upper. In this way, we can pass string in function. Here we have written one method that is upper, and this method take one character array, and that will convert it to upper, and that value will be printed here. Okay. In this way, you can run this program. What happened? Here we have not put it enter semicolon. Sorry. Smith. Smith will print as capital. Here we pass the string and print here. But if you need that string in our main method, main method, then we'll pass this hello or here. As we can't return string. We can return string value. We can return array. We can return array. Either it's always primitive data type, integer, float, double, or long int. This type of data we can return. We can return string value, that means array. We can return array. That's why it passed this array also as a reference. Earlier class I told that, previous class and pointer class I told that this is reference. Array is referring here. So we will not declare this variable here also, and here also we declare. Here we are already declared, and we'll pass here, and here we'll put the puts here. Okay. In this way, we pass the array. We pass string. We can pass string in a method, in a function, user-defined function. This is our user-defined function. We can pass this. Kuntal. This is Kuntal, capital. Okay, we can put that. In this way, you can pass string in a function. Very simple. I hope this is clear to all. This was for topics for today. I have completed all functionality, all basic string method we have completed. Thank you.